many images that have come through from all parts of the world showing differences, chemtrails, and just dark shadows, because we are fully aware now that there are objects in front of our sun. They use this simulator to hide the truth. We are seeing a different colour of the sun and far too many dark shadows, so please again enjoy this video. Here we have this first image that's come in from Nicholas from Germany. Now this is very important because what you're seeing on the screen is a huge reflection from Nibiru that's in front of our sun. Now continuously doing the work and providing the photographs is becoming much more clearer every day of what they're doing and what they're hiding. These here are chemtrails. This huge reflection, again, this yellow reflection, is from our sun. But you're seeing now this other colour in the skies reflecting on these cloud systems from another object that's being cloaked by technology that they've been using for years. So again, another fantastic photo. We have another capture from Europe as well, in Germany, from Pedro. Now this guy is persistent. He sends in a lot of emails. I have to translate them, and he knows the system is out there. He can see the colour, the change of the sun, and also these lines in the sky. There's a lot of problems out there now, and we do have an object between us and the sun, and still they hide the truth. Many people are seeing the changes. We can see these chemtrails, these formations, and it's getting far much worse. It really is. We are still having to show these images to try and wake as many people up as possible to show them that we do have a heavenly body that's in our system, and it will show itself in the coming near future. We've got these fresh images that have just come through now, recorded on the 12th of the 10th 2017, and this guy Mark from Mansfield in Nottinghamshire has stated as well that he could hear booming noises up in the heavens, and these strange formations, you can see these going straight up to the skies. Again, black chemtrails. Another fantastic capture. This is the next very recent photograph being sent in by Mark as well, and you can see, can't you, what they're doing every day, and different colours. When we see this white object up in the sky, we do see a red haze across the horizons. We've got two light sources. We have objects in front of our soul, and it's being covered by this object that they use every single day to try and fool the public. Here we have another spectacular photograph coming in from Resheed Harris. Now this kind subscriber is seeing this image now, and he states in his email, not the yellow sun anymore, but this white object in the sky like a huge mirror. It is indeed like just a huge mirror as they cloak these objects. Our sun is being hugely affected, and it's being eclipsed right now. So they use this technology. I mean, look how bright but how dim it is on the ground. This white reflection is completely wrong. So another capture. Excellent. Thank you for sending this photo in. Another fantastic gentleman from Europe is seeing the skies as well, and noticing the early morning rise is just absolutely strange. It is strange all across the world now. Dark dim skies, white object, strange formations as well. And also on this photograph, please look on the land. This gentleman was with his friend, and you can just see, can't you, that everything is dimming and darkening. Here we have some fresh attachments coming in from Sue from Failsworth in Manchester, UK. Noticing again this white object, chemtrails, dark skies. There is something that's in front of the sun. Look at these lines as well. They are hiding the truth. Let's go to another one of Sue's images. Crisscrosses in the sky. They still continue to do this. These images have just come in again on the 12th. of this month, 2017. Look at this haze as well on the horizon. Far too much chemtrailing. And also, I'd just like to say as well, a big thank you to everybody that's, again, so important to everyone viewing the channel, because seeing all these images are overwhelming, because we are still seeing what is happening to this day, and we all know they are hiding objects for humanity not to be woken up by this. We really have to get this message out as well, because again, we are all important people. We have to be positive and be clear-minded about this situation. So again, I'm going to move on to another one of Sue's fantastic photographs. Here again is this chemtrailing activity. Lowered cloud systems, pink haze on the horizons. You can see this clearly, can't you? Everything is changing. Now, it is quite hard to get your head around this if you're new to this. But if you study the skies for long enough, you will see these changes. Everything is beginning to look more evident now that the whole system has changed. See on this photograph as well, you can see where there's gaps in the cloud systems. In between though, when they notice there's gaps, they chemtrail hard to try and smother the gap, the area that people can see from down on the land, to see and notice other objects. They're trying to hide this. This next image that Sue sent in, you can just see the moon and also these lines in the skies. Now at night time as well, when we see the moon, we see it bright and big, don't we? But here on the daytime skies, we do see it small, as it was many years back in the night time, just this small object. Something is going on. They are cloaking the moon, spraying chemtrails in front of the area of the moon so we can't see it. Now, yesterday evening here in the UK, looking east, the moon was far too low and it was massive. It was a large looking object. I do know that the moon will look larger on the horizon, but this image of the moon just didn't look real at all. Now we're getting images as well, and also emails from people stating as well, the moon seems to be wobbling in the skies. Now that might sound strange to a lot of people, but it's because of the Earth. The Earth is wobbling. It is tilting back and forth, and we won't notice this. But if you study and notice the moon, you will see it moving very slightly left to right. And this is what's happening now, because the Earth's magnetic field is being affected by this huge heavenly objects that have been there in between us and the sun. It will cause a problem. So again, I'm going to move on to other images. This next image is coming from Keir Stevens, another fantastic subscriber and a good friend from the UK. And I respect many people to show their images, because I feel that it's important that as the Nibiru community that we do get to see other people's photographs from all over the world. This reflections from the other side. You can see this haze, these strange formations. So again, thank you for this image. Thank you. Keir Stevens also sent this image in as well. And this is in the Midlands in Chesterfield. Can you see these strange cloud formations, chemtrails in the sky? All over the UK is being hammered by these trails. So again, thank you for this image. More fantastic images coming in from Mark. Now we saw those photographs at the beginning of the video from Mark, and he states as well when he's taking these images, you can see the chemtrails, but then you can see these strange shadows. Look at this, here and here. Just so evident that they use HARP. Right across our skies, we see them strange pattern formations as well, don't we? I'm going to go to the next image that Mark sent in. Just absolutely outstanding. Here is the next photograph. Now, look what's happening here on this image of the skies. Now, this was just brought in moments ago. There is that reflection again. This is all chemtrails. We all know this. Look at this white object and this dark sky. Now, the reflection as well is completely different from the reflection we've seen for a number of years in the past. We're seeing an eclipse. And they use this simulator to hide the truth. And Mark, you are absolutely right what you said in your email as well, that they break these chemtrails. They just break up in the sky. They turn these turbine engines off with these military jets, and they just, I mean, it is happening all the time. So thank you, Mark, for this fantastic image, all your images. Okay, we've got some attachments that are coming in from Jim Barr. Now, Jim is from Canada. Now, look at the area that you see here, this white object, and also look at the reflection it's doing on the land. Now, these images are coming in right now. They're fresh and they are genuine photographs. And he states as well that through the months, it just looks so dim in the skies. He is constantly, and I mean constantly, out checking the area of the sun because he knows that it's been eclipsed. He says in his email as well, he is waiting to spot those objects. So every morning he's out persistently noticing that they chemtrail the area of the sun, and also it's dimming. Now, there's no clouds, is there, in this area? Just a few chemtrails. This wouldn't cause a dimming that you see on the ground. Look again, these other separated chems ready to maneuver down as the sun moves upwards with this simulator, this object. I'm going to move on to another one of Jim's images. Also, this is Jim's image. I mean, look at this. Line in the skies, separated chemtrails, nothing natural about this photograph at all. And this object, far too dark on the ground as well. So we are witnessing the truth every time we see these photographs. The more we see these, the more the people are going to start to wake up to knowing what they're doing. Here we have some more fantastic attachments that have come through from Aaron Burrell. This subscriber is from California. Now look at the sky on this image. Can you see that white reflection on this electric pole? Look again on the buildings. No yellow reflection from our natural sun. Chemtrails. I'm going to move to the next image. Here is the image. Very strange wave formations in the sky with these chemtrails. Something is going on, isn't it? And I believe it's happening from the inner solar system. Now, looking at this photograph to the new viewers, can you see that something is very, very wrong on this image? I mean, look at the state of these lines. None of this is natural. You don't see this, and you have never seen this in the past years. They are covering the skies more than any other year. Now, I've said this before, but I mean, look at these strange formations. Everything you see on the screen is harming everything on the ground. Here we have another piece of evidence that when the sky's dimming, you can see here on the screen to the left side, they use this HAARP cloud to cover the truth. Look at the blue sky here on the horizon. This area of the soul, the sun, the simulator is far too bright, and again dark and dim skies. This area here that you can see is virtually black. Can you just see the darkness of this area? This is what they're covering up. Huge shadows. Now this other image was just brought in moments ago, showing you that today the skies are being covered up. Everything, look at it, all of it is just poisonous in the skies. It is a huge blanket, like a veil, that is covering our skies just to cover up what they don't want humanity to see. They don't want anybody to prepare for this. None of them. They just want to prepare for themselves. And also, it is poison. What you're seeing on the screen here in our blue skies is poison. Those past civilizations, the Sumerians, the Celts and other people in the past, a long time ago, saw those heavenly bodies when they came back thousands of years before. And now we are seeing this. They didn't see this. Humanity of these days now are starting to see what's being hidden from us. They are hiding those objects with all this poison. and the truth has to come out. Okay, we've got a photograph, two photographs that come in from Paul Fuller. Now, Paul Fuller is from Leicester. Now, this guy is showing these two images, okay? Now, we've got that reflection again from that white object you can see on this building here. But look at the sky. The sky's quite light blue. But during the afternoon, the sky's changed dramatically on the next image. Let me show you this. Now, can you see how it's dimmed and darkened? This only happened about half an hour later, by 11 AM. Can you see the colour and the changes on these cars, the rooftops, and this strange darkness on this side of this building as well? This blue reflection in the skies. The whole sky is darkened. You can see the dark shadows on these cloud formations, chemtrails. I mean, it has just got so dark on this photograph, so thank you for this evidence that you're sending in. Now, this next image is from Dennis from Southwest Virginia, and you can see, can't you, this shadow, the shadows here as well, and the skies were just very, very red, just blood red. I mean, look at it on the screen. You can see the sun that's rising, but you can also pick up the shadows and this red haze. Just another fantastic photograph, Dennis. Thank you for this. Here also is Dennis's next photograph. I mean, it does look very spectacular, doesn't it? Now, we are seeing on the sunrise, you're seeing the sun, okay? And as the sun is rising, they use that object up there above our atmosphere to block the view of these objects with the sun. It's quite a complicated situation, isn't it? Because we see those chemtrails on the horizons on sunrise, sundown. Through the day, we're seeing a HAARP cloud that's being moved to cover the area of this simulator. The sun changes colour through the day. In the afternoon, we're seeing a white object, as they are using cloaking technology. And this is causing a lot of problems as well. Earthquakes. The Earth's core is becoming much hotter. And, I mean, weather patterns are still very abrupt. And they're changing every day. And we're going to see more evidence of strange patterns from around the world on these news media channels. We have to think out of the box as well and get the information out. Because on another video I will do a talk about the jet stream as well and other charts, because it is very important to be able to pick up any information showing and proving that our system has changed. So Dennis, thank you for your long email and your respect, and also if you catch any more images, please send them in, because I respect all your work and I respect every single one of you that are sending fantastic photos in to show and prove that there is something going on. Okay, we've got some fantastic images coming in from Mary from Swansea, and that is in the UK, West. Look again, those pink lines in the skies, reflections from that heavenly body that's in between us and the sun. Just very, very evident again. So again, I respect many people for sending those images in, and thank you for this. Here we have a video that's come in from Andrew Nightingale from Cheshire in the UK, and he was absolutely shocked to what he saw in the skies. He's now watching the videos on the channel and other fantastic channels as well that you can see, like Mr. Steve Olson, Mr. Jeff P, many more fantastic people just trying to get the truth out there. It is so important. So I'm going to play this great piece of footage from Andrew.
Well, it's the 12th of October. It's 10 past 8 in the morning. It looks like somebody's been very busy in the night. Look at the state of that. That's the east. Unbelievable. It's everywhere. And it's still going on.
Okay, Andrew, thank you for sending this video in, and he's right what he says. It is getting absolutely ridiculous now, isn't it? There is so much going on now to cover the skies, to hide the truth. Now, when they do this, and we're seeing more evidence of this blocking the skies, it just proves that if they didn't do this, we would see something. We really would see an object now. Huge reflections. So the evidence is out there. Mr. Michael Potter, as well, for the UK, sent this image in as well, of they are still continuing doing this above our heads in the skies, chemtrails. Here again you can clearly see, can't you, these chemtrails breaking away, snapping off. This bright object again, more chemtrails, harming everything. He states in his email, the trees, again we said this so many times, thousands of times, of email after email, explaining in their photographs that the trees are being harmed. More covering the soul in the sky. Can you see how they do this? The reflection is all wrong as well. It's like a huge mirror. Because our sun is behind this. It's way out there in the inner solar system, but they've got this just above our atmosphere, like a huge cloaking mirror that's being controlled again by satellites. Very, very true. And also now I'm going to move to the next image. When you saw them chemtrail planes just then on that recent video, and that image as well, that just come in from Michael Potter, you can see now, this is what he noticed afterwards, as those chems spread right out. And then this cloud system moved very strangely. Look at the lines as well. HAARP on high power. Michael then zoomed in, just behind that strange cloud formation, noticing other chems being sprayed high above, thousands of feet high. Then he noticed these other strange formations in the sky. You can see the moon, very small. And also, I mean, look at this strange formation. Two strange formations in the sky. And he states as well that this formation moved very slowly in a strange manner heading towards the sun area. This is all to cover up the truth. Certain parts of the day you will see the system, and this is what they do. They hide the system. Here is this strange formation of this chemtrail zoomed in. Look at the shape of it as well. It just looks very strange, doesn't it? As through the build-up of the day as well, now we saw Michael's first images, didn't we, of those chem planes. Now, after about half an hour, this happened. It just become very strange and also polluting our skies with poisons. And they turn around and say that we're harming the planet with gas and also aerosols, harming our atmosphere. But look what they're doing to the skies. This is dreadful what they're doing, and also it is killing everything. Then later during the afternoon, Michael took this image as well of this strange halo, and the skies become a lot darker. And also you can see this colouring through this tree of this white object. Now the sun, he states as well, become very white and bright, and he believes by 100% that they're using a simulator by this time. And this process happens every single day. He sees this, and many others, thousands of people now are noticing the same change. Then from blue skies to this, just a huge haze, and humanity still think to this day that this is normal clouding. These are normal, but it's not normal at all. What they're doing is they are pulling a blanket over our area of the skies so we don't see any strange objects, any huge reflections. They don't want us to question things that are going on up there. We must think out the box with this situation. Here is the halo image that Michael sent in, and also this white object now. Here in the UK, it was just like this in our skies. Then by 1 PM, as I said before, strange rainbows in the sky. Dark shadows, white object. This is, without a shadow of a doubt, they are cloaking and hiding an incoming system that's been on a orbit for 3,600 years, and it's now heading closer and closer towards Mother Earth. Michael Potter continues to show us more images. Now look on this image as well. This is very strange. We're seeing this object, aren't we? This bright change of colour. All this you see is ash, dust in the skies. Now look at this chemtrail and the shadow on this dust you see that's thousands of feet high. This again, which Michael stated, this chemtrail didn't move for over half an hour. It just stayed straight in the sky. Now we see this as well around the halo. One chemtrail just standing there. Very, very strange. Thank you for this image. We need to get more information of what's going on about this as well. Here is the next photograph as well, closer, showing you this strange formation and this strange shadow. Now, I will get the information, and on another video I will explain what's going on, because we really need to know. Because finding shadows that are up there on this dust, this ash, it's very strange, isn't it? How it can just stick there. It just shows you how much of chemicals they're using now for it just to stay there in the sky. Also, Michael says in his email about this photograph, where's the plane? What's going on? Well, it is what he says. Something else that's trailing this chemtrail. Just very strange, isn't it? Something else. There is also drones. They use other devices up there as well to spray the skies. More images from Michael as well. Now, he states that through the day, after about 20 military planes spraying the skies, this happened. These strange waves. Now, this is being controlled. They use HARP to manipulate these chemtrails, spread them out, and then it all gets moved again towards the sun area, the simulator. Now, when we see that white object behind all this, it's very blinding still, isn't it? So I'm going to move on to another image, but these are genuine photos showing you that what they do. Here's another fantastic image as well, showing you this HARP cloud. Now, other subscribers have said that they've seen planes. Now, this is very, very strange. They see planes going through the sky, through the chem, and then disappearing. Now, is this our blue sky you see on the screen? Or is it other colours of chemicals trying to make out that it's our blue sky? Now, they're painting the sky. Everything you see here, can you see this grey reflection here as well? This is part of the chemtrails. But then it sort of shades off into a blue. Look at it. If you look closely, they're cloaking our sky. All what you see on the screen isn't real. Something is definitely being cloaked. Here is the next photograph as well, showing you that the sky's being cloaked. But again, if you look closely up here, you can see that it's being covered. All of it is. But then you've got this strange blue colour that's coming through. Is this our natural sky, or is it a chemical reaction or something? Because people are saying that they're seeing planes again going through and disappearing and coming out the other side. I mean, it's very strange, isn't it? All of it is just being covered up. Truly devastating where you can see this every day. It's happening, isn't it? Every single day. They're at the same thing all the time to cover up our skies, hiding objects. This image as well just clearly shows you that they're pasting the sky, hiding the truth. Look at all this. It's just to cloak things that they don't want us to see. Strange colours and just, I mean, it's just chemicals, all of it. This photograph is coming in from Tabby from Washington State in the USA. Now, these here are just reflections, nothing else. But you can see this white object again on the screen, and also this chemtrail. All of it in the sky is just being trashed, spending the taxpayers' money to hide the truth. Look at here, this angle here, this strange shade of colour of an object that's trying to show its shadow. Everywhere is being poisoned. Everywhere. Here is the other image as well, where you can just see it's been hammered with chemtrails. This line here is just from the window. It's just a reflection. It's nothing else. But what we see here is chemtrails every single day. And people are starting to seriously look up to this now and notice those changes. And you've got to think, now they know that many are noticing what's going on. It can't go on forever, can it? It's an agenda that won't last forever. They're only doing this to hide what's coming. They are buying their time. They're biding time till this event occurs. And when it does come, and we will see those heavenly objects in the sky, they will disappear. They will leave us to fend for ourselves. And it is a shame, because we're all being programmed to watching the news media and also those lies all the time that they're producing every day. But to the ones that are awake, when this happens, we need to try and look after our loved ones and protect those closest to us. Rosanna from Oklahoma sent this photograph in. Now, this isn't normal, is it? And this is a killer shot as well, proving the sun is now white. Look at the outer layer of the area of this as well. You can see two objects. This blue haze as well. Now, this is a genuine photograph. This lady's driving her car and she's taken this image. And look at these chemtrails, ash in the sky, dark shadows. And she states as well, you can see the strange white reflection on these cars and on this motorway part. I mean, look again. I mean, everything you see is dimmed in the sky. You've got that pink haze on the horizon. I spoke about this before. There is a huge change that's occurring now, and we need humanity to wake up to this, because these photographs are genuine and they're from fantastic people that want people to become fully aware of this. Just moments ago, when Rosanna got herself back home, she took an image and she was absolutely shocked and devastated to see what they had done to the skies. Where you just saw that image just earlier on her way home on the motorway, you could see then when she got back home, just about half an hour's of a journey, everything was blocked. All this in the sky straight away, and it's killing everything. Look at this huge dark shadow in the halo and this pink reflection as well. I mean, it's all 100% genuine, these images, showing you that they are covering up the truth. Bobby Romero from Italy took this image as well not so long ago on the 12th, and stating that this strange cloud just moved strangely, travelling this way to cover the sunset, dark skies and this strange cloud formation. Another piece of evidence, and also it is important to show images from many other parts of the earth to see that their skies are being covered up by these dangerous chemicals. This is the next image that's zoomed in by Bobby. You can just see this now much more clearer, can't you? That this is unnatural to cover the area. Now, during the evening when the sun went down, Bobby saw this image as well, took an image. Can you see, as the sun's gone, look at this pink reflection and these chemtrails. This reflection is from Nibiru. That's between us and the sun, this pink haze that's travelling. We're seeing this all across our horizons and our daytime and evening skies. Even morning sunrise, we're seeing that pink reflection to the right side. More evidence of this strange reflection. Again, this pink haze, not from the soul, not from the sun. You can see the yellow colour going down on the horizon. But if you look closely, there is that pink strange colour again, this reflection coming from Nibiru. We're seeing these colours now, aren't we? Every day we're seeing this. These next attachments are coming in from Stephen Berry from the USA, and he states that they start chemtrailing, then he sees the halo, just proving that two different people, again from different parts of the world, are seeing the same activity. Here's the other image from this subscriber, and again you can see that white reflection on those trees, not the yellow colour anymore. Using his mobile phone, he picked up a strange formation with that pink haze of the evening sky on the 12th. I'm going to go to the next image of this. Stephen also stated that when he saw this red reflection, as it was getting darker, it became stronger. So these images just prove there's something going on. We're seeing this a lot more now. So thank you again, Steve, for your kind email and your fantastic images. Okay, just moments ago I just got another attachment from Stephen as well. Now look at this image. To the other side of sundown, there's a huge reflection. These are not reflections of clouds or chems or anything like that. This is a reflection from other objects between us and the sun. I mean, there's other heavenly bodies that are reflecting on other parts of the horizons. And these shadows, okay, and reflections are becoming much stronger. We've got some other fantastic images to show you now from Crystal. Now, Crystal is from the USA, and she states as well, the skies became dark, and you could see these harp clouds, strange ash in the sky, and she stated as well, this strange formation of a cloud system just moved very strangely towards this object. You can see now that is not yellow, it is white in the skies, dim on the land, and she's very, very worried about this. This image as well is very spectacular. Can you see all this dust in the sky? These are chemtrails. Look at the state of the sun. Look how white it is. Look at this. It's absolutely horrendous how people are not noticing this now. This is coming in from something and somewhere else. Just thousands and thousands of tons of ash that's coming through. This is very, very spectacular, this image, and it needs to come out. We need to see this. This is landing on everything, and I still have hundreds of emails stating that there is ash landing on their cars and also their belongings. In the morning they see this. Just as the sun goes down, more chemtrails, and they start chemtrailing the area that we see of the moon as well, the nighttime skies. So thank you again for these images, Crystal. We got some more attachments coming through from Lemon Rider. Now this subscriber is fantastic, and she sent in these images. Can you see this white object again and this strange cloud formation that is not natural at all? Look again on the ground, very dim and dark for 10:30 a.m. in the morning. Let me go to the next image. On this next photograph, very dim and dark, we see again from another part of the world the same white colour in the sky, and all this here is produced again by chemtrails and made up together by HAARP. Here is another photograph as well, and it is getting very, very evident now, isn't it, that we are seeing a problem. But the thing is though, we need to know a timeline, because no government will give us a straight answer. None of them will. But it's only down to us to be observant and keep tracking the weather charts and also other information of a build-up, because the earthquakes are building up. 242 earthquakes in the past 24 hours. Now, we know that this is lens flare, okay? But what we see here on the screen is very artificial to cover the truth. We're seeing all this everywhere across our Earth. So, again, thank you for this image. At around 6 p.m, the skies just turned into a purple haze. You can clearly see what's going on here. Now this is a true photograph, because look at the lights to here. It hasn't been doctored or changed. The lights are still very bright and white. but you can see in the sky that there's a strange colour. Now this strange colour is coming from Nibiru. Now it's getting very close now. As we've been through the different videos, we are noticing now that this haze is becoming stronger. Bear in mind as well that these images are very recent. Just moments ago these were just sent in. This pink reflection. As the area of the sun goes down, you can see this white colour. Look again of all this pink reflection of another heavenly body, a celestial object that's out there. Now on this other photograph from this kind person that sent these images in is seeing from the other side this pink haze, not from our sun. It's so clear now, isn't it, that we're seeing this much stronger through the years. This is becoming much more stranger as we go through this video, as these just have come in now from Crystal, again, from the US. I mean, look at this. Very strange, dark shadows and these strange formations in these chemtrails, all to cloak and hide. More evidence as well. I mean, look at the state of the area of this and these lines in the skies. It's being spread. Now, I did get some information again today off another subscriber saying they are definitely seeing faces in these chemtrails. And I've just noticed here as well, look at this, round here. Can you see this? It just looks very strange, doesn't it? And one here as well, beside it. There is something that's been... something happening, isn't it? I mean, it does look so much like a face in the sky. But anyway, we just got to continue and we got to keep showing what's going on. I truly hope that people that are spraying the skies, chem pilots, hammerheads, are watching these videos and noticing what they're doing to the family members and to our family members and loved ones. Because I still get lots of emails being sent in of people that are very upset and very angry about this. As farmers send in lots of messages and also photographs of their crops that they're being destroyed as they're struggling to try and keep a living to looking after their family members. All this you see on the screen is just landing down on the ground, all of it. Strange formations again. Crystal also states, while we see her photographs, okay, that you can see the barium, look at this, on these lines. And she states as well that there's no way that things are right, as it just looks very, very wrong, doesn't it? All of it does. Her skies are being covered every single day. All of our skies are being hammered. Look at this photograph as well. Very, very interesting. I mean, how can this be possible to do this? There's a huge mirror up there, you see, that they use to cloak the skies. All of it is artificial to hide the truth. Think back again from them videos that were produced from the 1960s. The skies were never like this. Everything is being slowly destroyed and covered. They don't want us to see those objects. They really don't. They just want us to be controlled to save their corrupt banking system. As when those objects appear, they will truly disappear as well. Here is the next image as well. I mean, all of it you see on the screen is milky chemtrails, just a haze in the sky. Dark skies. It shouldn't be as dark as this to the left side. Well, what can I say, Crystal? You've hit the nail on the head with these photographs. I mean, look at it. It is very much changing now, isn't it? All your photographs are truly impressive, showing the changes. She also states, on her car window, can you see the ash on the window here as well? She says every morning she gets this now on the car. It's just dust, ash that's coming from the skies. Lots of people reporting this too as well. Here we have some other fantastic attachments coming in from this lady, Sheila Marie, from the Philippines. She just stepped out of her apartment and noticed with her camera chemtrails. Now, she is brand new to the community here on this channel and many other fantastic channels. And she states that she took a look outside and noticed what we're all saying, speaking about and seeing in the skies. Just another piece of evidence showing that other parts of the world are being sprayed. We have an image here as well from Stephen Rafferty from the USA, stating as well that when the area of the sun to the east went down, there was a huge pink haze right in front of the area. Two reflections, very much evident. Fantastic image. Thank you for sending this in as well. Here we have more fantastic images just coming now from Dennis from the USA, and he states in his email he could see a very strange shadow here, and also the sky was very green and very dark with this strange orange reflection. Let's go to another one of Dennis's images. This is the next photograph as well being sent in by Dennis. Look again, these strange formations, different colours, and it all is a huge reflection from something else. See, our sun would be a yellow reflection. The skies are far too dark, and also these strange colours that are being seen by other people witnessing the changes all the time, because we are all sky watchers noticing that there has been a huge change. Here are a couple of images coming from Chrissy Thorpe from Jacksonville, and she stated in her email that from the other side of the sol rising there was a huge reflection. Can you see this on the screen? A huge pink haze. I'm going to go to the next image. Here is that strange colour in the sky and this huge reflection from another object that's on the other side. We see these, and we have seen these on webcams and also other images. Fantastic shots. Thank you for these. Here's another image as well, that it's rising, isn't it, this shadow. You will see the area of the sol that rises, but to the left hand side there's a beam, a shadow that's coming through from the system. Fantastic photograph. Mr. Tony Draper from Sydney in Australia showed you that this pink reflection is out there. Now look at the inside of this greenhouse. Can you see that this is a genuine image? There's no pink filter. Look again of this sky, this pink haze on these chemtrails and these other formations. There is a huge reflection coming in, and thank you for your kind email as well. Chrissy Harding sent this image as well that came in just moments ago. Now we've seen many images just like this, haven't we? Everything that you see on the screen is being seen a lot stronger across the world. We're seeing this dark shadow again. This was straight outside this kind subscriber's house, taking this view shot, as everything is being hammered through the skies. It just goes to show, doesn't it, that nearly all parts of the world are being screened, hiding what's coming. So much more evidence. So again, thank you for this fantastic photograph. We have more genuine images coming in from Stephanie Rose Wider from Idaho, and she states as well that the skies become very pink, and also these cloud formations, chems, just seem to be falling out the sky, and everything became dark and dim. Here is another fresh up-to-date image from this kind lady that's sending these photos in just as we speak. She's on her way to work and she's noticing this strange pink haze. She jumps out the car to stand there with her camera and still notices this strong haze in the sky. Something else as well. We're seeing a lot of pink haze. And to the opposite side, I'm going to show you the next photograph as what she's captured. Look at these strange chem formations. We're seeing a lot of this now, where they make these lines in the sky go straight up with this haze all the time, every day. They're still getting away with it, and something needs to be done now. Chrissy Harding also sent these photos in as well. Can you see this pink reflection? Here and here. Yes, these are chemtrails. Now, you can see the colour of the Sol, the Sun, and also this strange colour. Also again from the Nibiru system. This red haze is not from our Sun. Here we have some other images coming in through from Fort Myers in Florida by Topcat. Now, this image was taken northeast, not so far off the sun down, and she was very surprised to see these strange formations, these reflections and pink colours. I'm going to show you the next image. She's using a mobile phone, but again, it is important to see those formations. Same image, but zoom back. It does look very spectacular, doesn't it? We're seeing all this chemtrails. The skies were sprayed all through the day, she says in her email. And then she was absolutely shocked to see these strange colours and also these lines in the skies. Fantastic photographs. Jolene Mayos sent these images in from Colorado. And she states she's never seen this strange colour. And also just all this being pumped into our atmosphere. Fantastic image again. You can see this different light source from the objects that are out there in our inner solar system. More images coming in from a kind guy called Tony Through from the USA. Now he's new to the channel and he's looking up to the heavens and noticing those changes. He's noticing first thing in the morning they chemtrail. Then he notices also the whole sky just becomes a screenshot of blanket of HAARP clouds. I mean, we are seeing these every day. Moments later, this kind subscriber states in the skies become very strange. Lines, strange formations, and also just ash. So he's seeing what we're showing every day. There's something going on. Then also, after about 1 p.m, Tony also stated that skies became very dark. Reflections and shadows, chemtrails and this strange haze in front of the area of this white object. Now he is a full, true Nibiru believer, and he states as well in his email, there is definitely something that's eclipsed in our sun. Some body that's up there that's now shadowing reflections and shadows towards our land. So again, thank you Tony for your kind email and thank you for these images. Okay, I've got a video that was sent in by Kenny Nielsen. Now this guy, okay, is from Kentucky and he spotted something in the sky, an object that was showing itself, beaming through those chemtrails. Now the video is on its side and it's very short, but I've slowed it down. I apologise for being a little bit blurry, but again, it's important that we show these images. So I'm going to play this video for you. Okay, what this guy does, he opens this window and then you see an object to the northeast of the sky. Can you see that clearly? Zooms in and then he starts slowly moving. As he zooms out, he goes to the left hand side and then you see the reflections from the sun. Can you see that now? That reflection coming through. Something else. It just looked very important to show you this. Just very interesting, isn't it? So another piece of evidence is coming through. Two more fresh attachments have come in from Adam Parker just moments ago, showing you this pink haze that's behind, up there. covering the area of the sun. You've got this reflection coming through, this red reflection. He states as well he could smell burning, like a burnt smell, like a scent. Now, many people have said this from the past, haven't they? They could smell this strange burning as well. So, thank you for this photograph. Adam also brought this photograph into us as well. Seeing, again, this white object, dark skies, dark reflections and shadows, and strange formations of dust and ash. Look at the way this has got like wings. Very, very strange, isn't it? You can see another reflection on the horizon, chemtrails again, dark skies. I mean, it is all becoming much more evident now, isn't it? It means that the more that we see this strangeness of the dark skies and also these colours more thicker by the day of chemtrails, something will happen. It's gonna happen, isn't it? The evidence is coming in so much stronger now. Okay, we've got a video that's just come in from Jeffrey Russell. Now, he's showing videos on the last long video of the different images from all across the world, and he speaks through as well. And it is very interesting what's happening, and we need to get this proof out.
Okay, it is October 9th, 2017, and I'm in Vancouver, Washington. They have been chemtrailing the sky since early this morning, and I've been documenting this halo since before 9. It's now 10:45. It has been almost 2 hours with this halo. That means Planet X or Nibiru is extremely close, and it's really big. The last time I documented this was 4 days ago on October 5th, and that halo was in the sky for about an hour. This one's been going for more than 2 hours. Upside down rainbows, rainbows on the edges. They've been chemtrailing through the sun the complete time, which actually is not our sun. We know it's a big floodlight in the sky, courtesy of NASA, the liars, and the International Space Station liars. So the chemtrails and the halo still there, almost 2 hours. We know what they're doing. They're hiding Planet X, they're hiding Nibiru, but they're also hiding the signs of God. God said he would darken the sun on a clear day and turn the moon to blood, and here we go.
So very true, Jeffrey. Them words just say it all, don't they? And it is slowly starting to change as we see the darkness now, don't we? So I'm going to move to another image. Here we have these attachments coming from Michel, from another area near Surrey in the UK. And it is so clear, isn't it? That halo is so there, isn't it? And she says it stayed there for about an hour or so, and it got darker, the sky. You can see those reflections, this white of this object again, and reflecting dark shadows on these cloud formations. Every day this halo is appearing. This is another spectacular image coming from another kind person called New World from Canada. And he states as well that in Canada they are seeing these strange formations every single day. Chemtrails, lines in the skies. And the thing is though, we're seeing this all the time, and it's just absolutely unbelievable how they're still being able to spray the skies every day to hide in what's coming. So we're going to continue to show these images as many times as possible, because you're all fantastic to getting these into me so I can produce these onto video, because we are a community and we have to stay strong and positive. That's not be sidetracked by those negative comments, because we know who they are and they're not kidding anyone. because at the end of the day they're the fools and we're the winners, and we will repeat and we will carry on and we will show that what we're seeing is very, very true. So all of you, God bless and take care, and please again